This is my game called Z-Axis. I started it this 9 weeks, I believe, and it's about the player is a ball that moves around, and it moves around and it just goes through the levels. There's no levels per se. It's all one big level, but there is progression in the game. And here we go. This is the main scene. This is the only scene so far. Here's the player. It does support controller input from pretty much virtually any controller. There are also NPCs in the game that will, not that one, this one, that will actually react when you get near to them. So whenever you approach it, see, you can also jump. Whenever you approach it, see here, it gives you some conversation. And then you click the space bar to get out of that. Then if you progress, I'll get back to why one of those entrances is white and one of those is black. But there are also enemies in the game, and they follow you. They move differently to the ball. The ball uses the rigid body class, and that's basically like a physics engine. They're just translated they just change their coordinates every frame. So you see they're following me. Bam, they hit me. And you can see the HP going down. We'll go back to that. But then you see the white spaces are supposed to take you to another scene, another room, like that. So I've actually learned quite a bit by making this game. One of the things is how objects work and how to communicate between objects in Unity. And essentially, you have to make the variable that you want to control public. So you see here, I'll go to scoreboard, and that controls the health. So you see here, I made a public class that'll change the health if the player hits another enemy. So if I go here to the player script and go to if other.gameObject.tag equals weapon, scoreboard.change HP, and that scoreboard is an instance of the scoreboard class. And in in start, it'll actually look for the one that's in the scene. I've also learned a lot about nav mesh navigation, which is what the enemies use. So there's three. Right now they all do the same thing, but my intention is for the sniper henchmen to shoot bullets instead of following the player. And they're controlled right here. And so you see I have a method that sort of calculates how far they need to be from the player to start following it, or how close to the player that is. Yeah, that's most of what I've learned in this class. There's a lot of stuff. I also just kept perfecting my other skills in Unity, how to write classes and methods and how it all interacts with each other. One of the main things I'm having issues with is the save manager here, which is which is how it's supposed to, which is how the player is supposed to save its information across scenes. Because if I don't have anything like this, it'll just reset. So say you change your HP, your health. That won't. If you restart the scene or go to the next one, it'll just reset to 100. But you don't want that. Or I guess in that case, maybe you would. But if it was something else, maybe not. So let's see. Okay, so let's restart the scene. And then if I click R here, you see it tries to reload the scene, and it works, but it says, you see, the object of type transform has been destroyed. And I've had a few theories on why that's worked, on why that hasn't worked, but it doesn't seem to have worked, because what I did was, instead of setting I had it find the player again every time the scene has been remade, but it wasn't working. And so that didn't work. Even it was the same error. And I hope I'll be able to fix that. Keep working on this next semester. And I think that's all.